Hi, my name is Emily Sheila, and this is a critical recording session brought to you by Brothers Collective.
Hi, Emily. Can you give us the background of the song you just performed?
The song that I just performed is called Cold Hands, Cold Feet. And I wrote that last Christmas when it was extremely cold in my bedroom. And I had realized that I always have cold hands and cold feet. So basically, I just wrote it about that and the tragedy of having cold hands, cold feet. So,
Okay,
pretty much
cool.
that.
So how did the group start?
Maria, you can say that story. You say it very well.
Well, we met at a camping trip. There's actually two stories to this. There's her version of how she met me, and I have a very more clear version of how I met Emily. I met her a morning in a camping trip, and I was playing with a tambourine. And I had seen her play before, so I asked her, where's your your ukulele? You're the girl that plays the ukulele. So she brought it out, and we jammed out for the rest of the day. And at the end, she asked me if I wanted to come to practice, to jam out a little bit. And so we did, and ever since then, we've clicked through music, and music brings us together a lot. It's a very good friendship that we've built through it.
I agree completely what she said.
Awesome. And what about the name? The name is just Emily Sheila.
Yes.
There's two of you. So how did that decision come about?
Okay, well, when I was young, I had the theory that in order for you have to get somewhere, you have to be in a group. And so I just decided, I've been in many bands, I was in hardcore bands, and I screamed my lung out. But I just realized that's obviously not my music. So I started working at Starbucks, and then from there, I asked my boss if I could put a show on. So I had booked this band called Spinlight City, which got a pretty large crowd. And it was really good, and I played, and I realized that I should just go and be myself. And I should just say the name Emily Sheila, actually. Sheila comes from my mother, which is her name, so I want to incorporate her name in it. So I just basically, if I ever get anywhere, I want my mom's name to be there because she is the creator of myself.
And to add to that, I consider my part in Emily's music to be more of an embellishment. I come in and I add on to what she's doing. And Emily Sheila, she writes all the songs and she comes up with all the chords. And I'm just like, we can do this to it, and we can do that to it, and we can make a little break here and go, something. And it just kind of gives it a little air, a little more, like
yes,
fairies.
Maria
flowers
adds
dancing
the
around
fluffiness. You got the fluffiness.
Okay, and with a unique name, it comes some pretty interesting instruments. Can you give us like a description of why did you guys pick the instruments you use?
That's a very good question. I chose the guitar because my father plays a guitar. So growing up, I had like 12 guitars in the music room at the house. So I eventually picked up one and started playing it. And then as for the ukulele, I decided that I wanted to play a new instrument, and I didn't know what instrument to play. So I went to Guitar Center, and I saw these really nice ukuleles called Luna. It's the brand of them. And I really like the design of the ukulele, but also like the sound of it, so I decided to just buy it. And within like a week or two, I just played it so much that I started writing songs immediately. And you, Maria, my fluffiness?
Well, there's 3 instruments that we play with. There's the djembe, which is an African hand drum. It's tied up with chords. It's more like it's a talking drum that's used over there, that was originally used across villages to send messages, and it evolved. Now it's used across. It's used in religion, and it's usually used to, around in drum circles. So I picked it up about 2 years ago. And a year ago is when I started playing with Emily. So I've kind of just stopped jamming out and kind of studying it or following and learning patterns from people who can teach me what it is that they're playing. There's also a smaller drum. It's called el llamador, which is a Colombian drum. I'm Colombian. And it's used in cumbia, and it's also with animal skin, and it's also a hand drum. We play with sticks to play patterns, and we also I just started playing with the hands for this, one of her newest songs. Then we have the tambourine to keep time and to add on to that embellishment that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Cool. And as a group, do you guys have any interesting stories?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Can you
As
share
far
us?
as songs, so there's songs that have came up out of
What about band practice? Every practice that we have, we never have it. Like, if we have it in a room, it's because it's either raining outside or there's something that we can't go outside. But every time we practice, we like to go to parks at nighttime and break in and play. And we like to go during the day and go to more parks and just really awesome
Open
settings.
spaces.
Yeah, open spaces and settings that, like, the environment is really relaxed. And so...
Yes.
Any memorable shows?
Yes. There's one that I really, really enjoyed. It was, I believe it was a Thursday little gig that we had somewhere in Fort Lauderdale. I think it was, I forget, but it was a whole bunch of
I'm trying to
vendors.
remember which one that was.
Vendors.
Oh, we played at Revolution. And we were asked to play at this place called the Indie Craft Bazaar, which is a monthly craft event that they have. And inside of Revolution, there's like a bunch of little different vendors, and you can get like all these crazy, really cool, intricate things. And we had performed there, And the response was really awesome because it was like performing to like little fairies because they were all like dressed in like these really interesting bright colors.
In the middle of the day.
In the middle of the day, it was, you just like be outside in Fort Lauderdale and then you walk inside Revolution. It's like fairy world. It was kind of crazy, but it was awesome.
Yeah, it was
and
really cool.
We actually met this young lady, an artist named Valentina, and she's the artist of Kawaii Universe. And meeting her through doing this show, we got to play at Art Walk. So we got to play at Kawaii Universe, which we are very appreciative.
Great.
Yeah,
and
cool.
What's your goal for this brand new year?
Our goal is to release our album. We have an album coming out in January, and we've worked really hard on it. There's about 15, 16 songs on it, and we've incorporated all the instruments, and the goal is to have a great CD release party to get as many CDs out to people and continue playing shows and making people happy.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys here.
Thank you.
Hopefully we can see each other again in the future.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you very much.